All right, you guys. So salute everybody for y'all tapping on in. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all come in the building. Appreciate all of you guys. I know a lot of y'all have not been getting notifications today. We did a video earlier on the UK DJ Tim Westwood that had been arrested and charged with over 15 counts of sex crimes. Make sure you guys go check that video. I'll put a link to that in the comment section. But right now, I want to talk about what's going on with NBA legend Paul Pierce. As some breaking news has just come out about Paul Pierce. Salute to everybody that's tapping on in, and it's crazy. Uh, the news has just come out about NBA legend Paul Pierce. So basically, Paul Pierce was arrested in Los Angeles on suspicion of a DUI as the incident occurred late in the evening on the 101 freeway in the San Fernando Valley, stemming on multi-vehicle crash investigation. Now, according to the California Highway Patrol, officers discovered NBA legend Paul Pierce asleep behind the wheel of his white Range Rover SUV, which was stopped in the middle of traffic. Let me repeat myself again. They found Paul Pierce knocked out in the middle of traffic, asleep on the 101 freeway in the San Fernando Valley area, uh, which was stopped in the middle of traffic after lanes had been temporarily closed and reopened. Now, his arrest highlighted concerns about, just various things. Now, basically, what happened was this: at 10:30 p.m. Pacific time the other day, the officers responded to reports of a multi-vehicle collision on the northbound 101 freeway near uh, Sepulveda Boulevard. Now, the crash involved property damage, but there was no injuries reported from that initial collision. Now, at 11:35 p.m. Pacific time, as traffic lanes were reopened, officers noticed that a Range Rover was idling in the middle of the freeway with its engine running, and they found Paul Pierce asleep in the driver's seat. The vehicle was not directly involved in the crash, but had come to a stop amid the congestion. Uh, the immediate response: upon approaching the vehicle, officers observed signs of alcohol impairment on Paul Pierce, including the smell of alcohol on Paul Pierce's breath, slurred speech, and unsteadiness. A standard DUI field sobriety test was administered, and Paul Pierce failed that. Paul Pierce was arrested. He was taken into custody uh, at 11:45 p.m. Pacific time, and he was booked at the West Valley Division of the LAPD on a DUI charge under California Vehicle Code Section 23152A. Now, Paul Pierce has been released on bail today at 2 a.m. He was not required to appear in court immediately, but arraignment is scheduled for November the 12th, 2025 at the Van Nuys Airport. Courthouse, excuse me. So basically, the police department statement described the scene. It says that when the officers approached, they found Paul Pierce, uh, identified that it was him, knocked out behind the wheel. Now, the officers noticed signs of alcohol impairment and conducted a DUI investigation. Uh, his levels were not publicly disclosed, but the sources indicate that his levels were above the legal limit. Now, no preliminary breath test results were released, and it's unclear if a blood draw was performed. Now, witnesses from the crash scene reported Paul Pierce's Range Rover had been creeping slowly before stopping, potentially endangering other drivers. Now, no other vehicles were impacted at this time by Paul Pierce's vehicle, and he was the sole occupant in this vehicle, right? Now, um, thank God for Paul Pierce's life. And I'm going to say this why. Paul Pierce could have got carjacked. Paul Pierce could have got unalived. Paul Pierce could have got did dirty in the middle of the night on the freeway like that. He could have got did dirty. Paul Pierce could not be here today if it wasn't for the grace of God. He could have been in an accident. Because, bro, if you knocked out behind the wheel, bro, come on, man. And I've seen a couple got cats, and the body cam is going to be crazy when that comes out. because y'all know the police body cam is going to come out and they're going to show when they pulled up on this cat. Again, you know, I like Paul Pierce, you know, a great personality online, but you got to be careful with your life, man. I'm telling you this, man. You got to be careful with your life. Somebody, especially in California, could have carjacked Paul Pierce and got him up out of here. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. And I'm just happy that Paul Pierce has his life today. And that nobody came and hit him while driving down the road, and nobody came and carjacked him and took his life with an attempted robbery or anything like that. You in a white Range Rover stopped in the middle of the highway. I mean, you know, hey, man, you know, hopefully Paul Pierce come up off this thing right here, man. And, you know, he you know, and here's the thing. They said he was riding by himself. Always got to have somebody riding with you like that. You Paul Pierce. You always got to have somebody riding shotgun with you to look out for you. You know what I'm saying? If they with you, they got to be up. It's always got to be somebody, man, because I'm telling you guys something, man. There's too much stuff going on right now. Paul Pierce could have got put. It was 11:30 at night when they found this dude, right? 11:30 at night in California on the freeway by yourself, asleep, knocked out behind the wheel. You playing games, bro. You playing games, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Smash a like, share, and subscribe, man. Hopefully Paul Pierce bounce back off this, man. You know what I'm saying? He's already had a few situations with him in the past, man. Hopefully, you know, he be all right, man, because I don't want to see. This could have ended completely different. Thank God it didn't. Y'all let me know what y'all feel on this in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, tickettvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drought weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.